makes India's approach to design so distinct. It's a unique blend of cultural wisdom, frugal innovation, technological excellence, and human-centered thinking. In this session, from WDO promotional member, the Confederation of Indian Industry, discover how India is helping shape a future-ready world, one that embraces change, empowers communities, and drives global progress.
I'm delighted to speak to you on the occasion of World Industrial Design Day. This year's theme is resilience, a very apt theme for today's world. Let me begin with the World Design Organization's own words, where designers lead, resilience follows. Today we're seeing unprecedented changes, and our responses remain mostly reactive. Design helps us to anticipate change, to protect vulnerable people, and to adapt to crises. I think of design as an academic infrastructure to build system-wide resilience. We require interdisciplinary programs that can anticipate future needs. These needs are connected to the society's needs and produce professionals who are problem solvers. We need to focus on three types of resilience. First, to build resilience for vulnerable population, designers must prioritize accessibility, inclusion, and equity, ensuring that systems serve not just the majority, but those most affected by the disruptions. For example, India's elderly population is projected to reach 340 million by 2050, the size of the entire US. We need dedicated university design labs focused on co-designing solutions with such vulnerable populations. Second, we need to build climate resilience. One can barely overemphasize the need for sustainable design and circular production. We need a whole new thinking about how we live in this world. Third, we need to design new organizations which are more resilient than those we have now. Organizations must invest in designing systems infrastructure. Universities can be thought leaders in this realm by publishing case studies and holistic workshops, bringing together people who can lead organizational design resilience. Resilient societies aren't built by accident, they're designed. Universities have a responsibility to lead this work. At Shivnada University, we are committed to training designers and leaders who can build products and systems that shape our beautiful collective future. Thank you.
Greetings to the global design community and a very happy World Industrial Design Day to all of you. It's an absolute pleasure to connect with you on behalf of Confederation of Indian Industry, CII. As we celebrate the impact of industrial design globally, we also reflect on how design is actively shaping the future of businesses, societies, and economies, particularly in India. In India, design is no longer mere an afterthought. It's evolved into a strategic driver of innovation and economic growth. From sustainable manufacturing to cutting-edge digital displays, it is at the core of Make in India and Innovate in India visions. With a rapidly growing market, a vast and vibrant startup ecosystem, and a massive pool of young talent, India is uniquely positioned. We are blending our rich cultural heritage of craftsmanship with modern technologies to solve real-world complex problems. Today, India is poised to become the design powerhouse of the world, providing scalable and sustainable solutions. At CII, we have been at the forefront of nurturing this transformation for India. CII works tirelessly to bridge the gap between academia, design practitioners, and industry. Our mission is to integrate design thinking into strategic business processes. Through initiatives like CII Design Summit and the prestigious CII Design Excellence Awards, we celebrate and benchmark the best of Indian design. We continuously map capabilities, facilitate international collaborations, and advocate for policies that strengthen the design ecosystem. We are committed to empowering our design fraternity by ensuring that young designers have a platform whilst the industry have access to world-class design intellect. None of this journey in India has been isolated. Progress relies solely on global solidarity and a shared vision. On this very special day, we would like to express our deepest gratitude to World Design Organization for their visionary approach in advocating design as a catalyst for a better world. WDO's unwavering support for India and their collaborative spirit has amplified our local efforts at a global stage. WDO's initiatives remind us that all design's ultimate goal is to improve quality of life. As we move forward, CII looks forward in deepening this engagement with WDO to champion sustainable, inclusive, and impactful growth. Let's continue to design for a better tomorrow. Thank you and wish you wonderful World Industrial Design Day celebrations.
Hi everyone. First of all, a big congratulations on this World Industrial Design Day. Definitely, whenever we celebrate design, it's always meaning of great importance to all of us. And thanks to World Design Organization and CII Design who is supporting this initiative. The theme for this year's World Industrial Design Day is resilience. And personally, I think that this topic can't be, the timing of this topic can't be more suitable, because if you look at the changing times and the world we are living in, a lot of disruptions are happening, a lot of things are changing around design. And with this change happening all around us, resilience is something which is fundamentally crucial, and crucial for designing in India and creating in India also, the initiatives we have been taking along with different initiatives by CII Design as well. And as a designer myself, in my journey for last, it's almost 27 years where I've been practicing design. And what I've seen is that lately in last 3, 4, 5 years, especially post-COVID period, the agility and resilience in design, I'll say that the foundation of resilience comes from an agile mindset, because if we really have to be prepared and we have to really understand the way things are evolving, and as designers, as design community, we really have to gear and make sure that we don't really either get bogged down by this changing environment and dynamics, or really at times overwhelmed by there's a lot of AI happening around us. AI is coming in each and every domain, and at times we feel really confused, and especially young designers when I meet, they also at times really feel okay, what next? What technology will do, what disruptions will do, what this changing world will do, changing customer mindsets will do. So all that fundamentally brings us to this concept of resilience, where we are talking about a mindset, as a person attitude, or the way of working in which we're saying that, okay, fine, things are changing, things are evolving, but rather than seeing them as challenges, we see that as opportunities, and really a way of creating something new and different for evolving society. A lot has been said around AI, and as personally, when I feel, the way customers are evolving and the way new next-gen customers are, they're demanding new things, and as designers, we have to be careful of the tools that are there, these new technology tools that are evolving, and also the new generation customer who is really demanding, who is really asking for this, a new freshness in the environment they live in. So all that really means that we need to have a framework, a way of working, which is helping us really create this new future products, future product services, or whatever we are designing. Like in my case, we are designing automobiles. I love mobility, but I'm sure a lot of you out there, we are in different domains of design. So for me, when I say resilience, one of the founding, like I said earlier, the foundation comes from a very, very agile mindset, a mindset which really helps us, even if you're failing, we says that fail fast, learn fast, adapt fast, and deliver fast. So, when we look at all these amazing opportunities that we have as design community in India, and we see this great potential that we see, and obviously we see those not challenges but opportunities. So with this young talent, the abundance of this amazing creative minds we have and creative potential we have in our country, we bring this momentum of understanding the environment, learning from the past, learning from the great practices we used to have as a society. Uh, India is full of these cultures and local traditions which are amazingly sustainable. So bring all that learnings that we see from those cultures, those sustainable practice, and the new opportunities that we see in terms of technology that is giving us, not see that as a threat or something, but see there as a opportunity. And this, with this very strong resilient approach and a mindset, once we start working and delivering, it will be amazing to see a world where as Indian community and as designers, we can really contribute for the bigger benefit of the world. And as a world design community, we can say that we are not just making in India, we are also creating in India and contributing for the growth of design and the making the world a better place. And that's what design is all about, right? That's what industrial design is all about, making the world a better place, a happier place, and solving problems and things which are unique to some place, but taking those learnings and sharing it with the rest of the world. So I think as community in India, as designers in India, we can do it. But yes, a very resilient mindset, very agile approach of working in which we can adopt, and we can make sure that we are ready for the next phase of this growth and this amazing journey that we have ahead of us. So wishing again all of you a great, a very prosperous Industrial Design Day, and let's hope that all of us flourish and all of us be super creative and deliver to create in India and to deliver the rest of the world. Cheers.
Hello everyone, I am Rahul Mantri, Head of Experience Design for Accenture Song in India. It's a privilege to join you all on this World Industrial Design Day as we reflect on this year's theme, resilience. For decades, we have designed products to be useful. Then we designed them to be usable. Then we designed them to be personalized. Today, I believe we are entering the next era of design, that is designing for resilience. Because in a world shaped by AI, shifting customer expectations and continuous disruptions, the question is no longer whether change will happen. The question is whether what we design today can evolve with that change. Everyone is talking about resilience, but I think we are asking the wrong question. Most organizations define resilience as their ability to recover faster from the disruption. How do we bounce back? How do we return to normal? But what if there is no normal to return to? What if constant change is the environment itself? In my experience, most resilient organizations do not recover faster than everyone else. They just sense it earlier. They spot shifts in customer behaviors before they become trends. They identify frictions before it becomes churn. They recognize opportunities before their competitors do. And that changes everything about what design's role actually is. Historically, design focused on creating products and services. Today, design must help organizations build capacity to continuously learn, adapt, and evolve. Because every interaction contains a signal, every customer journey reveals insight, every service experience teaches us something. The organizations that thrive will be the ones that can turn those signals and insights into actions faster than the world around them changes. At Accenture Song, we are already seeing experiences evolve from static journeys into adaptive systems. Experiences that learn, experiences that respond, experiences that become more relevant over the time. And in many ways, resilience is no longer just a business capability. It has become a design capability as well. And perhaps this is where India has something really valuable to contribute. For decades, we have operated in environments defined by uncertainty and rapid changes. We have learned how to adapt, improvise, and move forward without waiting for perfect information. And those same qualities are now becoming essential for organizations worldwide. One of the reasons I'm optimistic about the future is that We are seeing more organizations come together to tackle these challenges collectively. Organizations like CII create spaces where industries can come together, share perspectives, and collectively shape what comes next. And companies like Accenture help turn those conversations into action, designing products, services, systems that are more adaptive, more responsive, and future ready. Because resilience is not built in isolation, it is built through collaboration. For years, design measured by what it creates. Perhaps the next era of design will be measured by what it helps organizations anticipate. Resilience does not begin when disruption arrives. It begins when we notice the signal before everyone else does. And the future will not belong to those organizations that recover fastest. It will belong to those that sensed the change first. Thank you.
And I'm very, very honored to speak on a topic today, Indian Design Advantage, creating resilient solution to the changing world. We live in an era of rapid transformation. Climate change, growing urban population, technology disruption from AI and various other emerging technology, and a social inequality are shaping the way we live and work today. In such a dynamic environment, the world needs solutions that are not just innovative, but also resilient, sustainable, and inclusive. This is where the Indian design philosophy offers a unique advantage and value. India has always been a land of diversity, adaptability, and creativity. For centuries, India people have developed practical solutions to complex challenges using limited resources. This spirit of innovation, often referred to as frugal innovation, has become India's one of the strongest design strengths. Indian designers are skilled creating product systems that are affordable, efficient, and accessible to a large Indian population. However, the Indian design advantage goes beyond cost effectiveness. It is deeply rooted to understanding of the need of the society and the people. Indian design focus on solving real life problems while considering culture values, environmental sustainability, and the social impact. The Indian design values emphasis on empathy, adaptability, and a long-term value rather than a short-term gain. One of the remarkable example is the way India has adapted digital transformation during that time of COVID. Platforms such as digital payments, UPI, telemedicine, and the online education have connected millions of people, even in the remote areas of India. These solutions were designed to function across diverse languages, economical background, and the level of technology literacy. These ideas demonstrate how thoughtful design can bridge gap and empower communities. So from Indian design philosophy point of view, we design for the last mile and we design for everyone. Another area where Indian design excels sustainability is the traditional Indian architecture. For example, using natural ventilation, local material, and the climate responsive construction techniques, such as techniques long before the sustainability has become a global concern. Today, the modern Indian designers are combining these traditional practice with an advanced technologies to create eco-friendly buildings, products, and urban spaces. The blend of heritage and innovation offered a valuable lessons for the world facing environmental challenges. So for Indian philosophy, design philosophy, or from an Indian point of view, sustainability is not a trend for us. It is a tradition for us, and which has been there for centuries. The Indian design approach is also highly resilient because it thrives in complexity. India itself is a very complex ecosystem with the diverse cultures, language, climates, economical conditions. Designing for such diversity requires flexibility and creativity. As a result, Indian designers often develop solutions that can be adapted to changing circumstances and serve wide range of users. These qualities are increasingly very important in the world where uncertainty has become a norm today. Beyond this, another side, Indian growing ecosystem of startups is also demonstrating the power of design-led innovation. Entrepreneurs are creating solutions around healthcare, agriculture, energy, mobility, education that address the local challenges while having the global relevance. This innovation shows that when design is being combined with the technology and the social responsibility, it generates meaningful and lasting impact. Today, as a designing community, we have a very important role to play. We must adapt design thinking not as a process or methodology. But as a mindset, we need to bring that. We should focus on the solution that matters today, creating solutions that are inclusive today, and ensure that innovation benefits everyone. By combining our rich culture heritage with a modern technology and a global perspective, we can continue to build more sustainable and resilient future. Thank you so much and wish you a very happy World Industrial Design Day. Thank you.
When I think about this year's theme, resilience, I feel it connects very strongly with the way workplaces are changing today. For us at Blue Pebble, resilience is not just about how spaces looks, it's about how a space continues to support people, culture, business, as everything around us keeps changing. We work with a lot of architects, project managers, interior designers, workplace teams, and corporate clients. So we get to see these changes very closely almost every day. Over the years, we have seen how quickly workplaces' expectations are evolving. Earlier, environmental branding was just often treated as a last layer of the project. The logo on the wall, the brand colors, graphic signages, or a mission statement. But today, it has become much more important than that. Workplaces are no longer only about functions, seating capacities, or aesthetics. They need to be flexible, people-focused, and future-ready. We saw this shift very clearly from pre-COVID to post-COVID. Before COVID, a lot of offices were designed mainly around efficiency, capacity, or visual identity. But after COVID, the conversation changed. Companies started asking, how do we keep and make people want to come back to office and the workplaces? And that is where environmental branding plays a very, very important and a critical role. Today, clients want their workplaces to feel more meaningful, more engaging, and connected to their culture. They are asking for storytelling, walls, cultural zones, branded graphic, digital experiences, and spaces that help improve employee morale. A wall graphic should not just decorate a wall, it should say something about the company. A corridor, not just a passage, it can tell a story of the organization. A reception should not just have a logo, it should create confidence, clarity, and a strong first impression. A breakout space should not just be a casual, it should support collaboration, recovery, and informal connection. For me, this is what resilience means in workplace design. It means creating spaces that can adapt, stay relevant, and continue to support people even when outside world is changing. We also see that brand communication inside offices cannot remain static anymore. Teams change, campaigns change, values evolve. So the workplace has to become a living communication platform. Now that AI is taking over, environmental branding can become even more responsive and future ready. Through digital walls, interactive installations, smart wayfindings, and changing content, workplaces can move from static graphics to intelligent experiences. At Blue Pebble, this is where design, build, storytelling, sustainability, and technology come together. We do not look at environmental branding as only graphics or interiors. We see it as an experience. Platforms like CII Design also help us stay ahead of the curve. They give us access to industry insights, emerging trends, and conversations with design leaders, which helps us keep learning and evolving. So for me, resilience in environmental branding is really about a shift from decoration to storytelling, a shift from fixed design to adaptable systems, a shift from brand visibility to brand experience, to workplaces that help connect, adapt, and grow. In a rapidly changing world, resilient workplaces are not just built to last, they are designed to evolve. Thank you so much.